Let's look at another question from CAT 2018 paper, DILR sections, lot 1. This question is about matrix filling. You are given an n into n square matrix to be filled with numerals so that no two adjacent cells have the same numeral. Two cells are called adjacent if they touch each other horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. Okay. So a cell in one of the four corners has three cells adjacent to it, and a cell. Okay, so effectively what they're saying is if you had a 3 by 3 matrix, if this is the cell you're considering, these three are adjacent to it. Okay, and a cell in the first or last row or column which is not in the corner. So say you are looking at this cell, then these cells would be considered adjacent to it. And finally, which is not in any of the corners or in the first row or the last row, say this cell, then all the cells around it would be considered adjacent. So you can either have 3 cells adjacent to you, or 5, or 8. Okay, this is the setup that they have given us, and this on the face of it is a simple question and is actually also a very simple question. It is just that people made more sense out of it than was required. This is a very straightforward question. You have to fill it up with basic principles. Let's see. What was the minimum number of different numerals needed for a 3 by 3 square matrix? What is the minimum number of different numerals needed for a 5 by 5 square matrix? Suppose you are allowed to make one mistake, that is one pair of adjacent cells can have the same numeral. What is the minimum number of different numerals required to fill a 5 by 5 square matrix? And suppose that all the cells adjacent to any particular cell must have different numerals. What is the minimum number of different numerals needed to fill a 5 by 5 square matrix? Okay, so we have to only consider a square matrix of size 3 by 3 and size 5 by 5 to get to our answers here. Let's solve individually each question. The condition given was no two adjacent cells have the same numeral. No two adjacent cells have the same numeral. What is the minimum number of different numerals needed to fill a 3 by 3 square matrix? So if I fill up 1 here, I cannot fill up 1 in any of the adjacent cells, but cells that are not adjacent, can I fill up 1? If this is 1 here, let me leave this blank. Can I fill up 1 here? Yes, it is possible. If this is 1 here, let's leave this blank. Can I fill up 1 here? Yes. If this is 1 here, I will leave this blank and fill 1 here. Yes, done. I can fill up 1 at these 4 corners, and I'm not saying start by filling up 1 at 4 corners. I'm saying start by filling up one of the corners and then see where all can you put in the numbers. Once you are done with this, now see, you have to fill up a second number. Let me put 2 here. Where can I put 2? Can I put 2 here? No. Can I put 2 here? No. Can I put 2 here? No. Here I can put 2. So that is wonderful. If I put 3 here, a different number, if I put 3 here, can I put 3 anywhere else? I can put 3 here. And now this is the last cell. It cannot be 1, it cannot be 2, it cannot be 3 because all 3 of them are adjacent to it. But this number can be 4. So what is the minimum number of different numerals needed to fill a 3 by 3 square matrix? The answer will be 4. Let's go to the next question. Same setup, same everything, just that it is a 5 by 5 square matrix this time. I will follow the same procedure. If I have 1 here, I can fill up 1 here. I can also 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 fill up 1 here, and I can also fill up 1 here. Whatever digit I'm introducing, my objective is to use it as many times as I can so that the count of digits that I end up using becomes minimum. Okay. If I use 2 here, I can use 2 here. 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 Very structured, very proper in my processing. If I use 3 here, I can use 3 here. I can use 3 here, I can use 3 here, I can use 3 here, I can use 3 here. Now I have 4 boxes left. Let me fill them up with 4 only. And therefore, what is the minimum number of different numerals needed to fill a 5 by 5 square matrix? The answer will again be 4. It will not be any different. Let's go to the next question, my favorite in this set. Suppose you are allowed to make one mistake. That is, one pair of adjacent cells can have the same numeral. What is the minimum number of different numerals required to fill a 5 by 5 matrix? See, when you were not making a mistake, how many numerals did you need? 4. Now, when you are allowed to make one mistake, not that you have to make one mistake, you are allowed to make one mistake, your minimum number will be something that is less than equal to 4 only. Even if you are allowed to make a mistake, that can potentially reduce the number of digits or numerals you need. Given that we already have accomplished it without making an error with 4 digits, and among the available options the smallest one is 4, this will directly be the answer. You don't need to solve or fill up the numbers. If you want, it would be a repetition of the top table. Just go back and see. Even if you were allowed to make one error, where would you make that error is up to you. But if you can do it without an error in 4 digits, after making an error, it would take you either 4 or less than that. Among the available options, 4 is the smallest, so that should be the answer. Okay. Let's get to the last question. Suppose that all the cells adjacent to any particular cell must have different numerals. Oh, previously I was told no two adjacent cells should be identical. Now I've been told all cells adjacent to it should have different numerals. Okay. What is the minimum number of different numerals needed to fill a 5 by 5 square matrix? Now see, for the previous questions, our starting point was the corner. In both these questions, our starting point was the corner. Because once you fill up the corner, then stuff can happen. Now our starting point cannot be the corner, because if all the numbers have to be different, the cell that will be most impacted by it, is the middle cell. So I start here. So I put 2 here, 3 here, 4 here, 5 here, 6 here, 7 here, 8 here, and 9 here. See, 9 digits have already been used up. Now my target would be to fill up the numbers in the remaining boxes in such a way that it doesn't exceed 9. I want to keep it as low as possible for 9. See, for 6, now look at these 6 and 4 and 2 and 8. These are the critical numbers. When you look at 6, it has 8 next to it, 1 next to it, 4 next to it, 5 next to it, 7 next to it. Can I have 9 here, 2 here, and 3 here? And around 6, you will see everything is done in in those 9 digits only. Similarly, look at 2. You have 1 next to it, 3 next to it, 4 next to it, 8 next to it, 9 next to it. Let's fill up 7, 6, and 5. I'm simply copying this row here, and I had copied this 923 to 923 here. Wonderful. Now look at 4. Next to it are 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Let me copy 9, 8, and 7. Done. Here, let me see. I had next to it, I have 1, 2, 9, 7, 6. Let me simply copy 3, 4, and 5. And now I can happily fill up the corner cells with any number that I like. Can I fill it up with I will have to take care of these numbers now. Look at these numbers. Next to 9 you have 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have a 5 here, so put up a 5. Gone. Look at this next to 3. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 is not present, so you put up 7. If you notice, this is also a jump of 3 that you can see here, pattern wise. So what you can do is 9 will jump to here. Around 5, the only digit missing is 9. Fill it up. Around 7, the only digit missing is 3. Fill it up. We have been able to fill up the entire 5 by 5 matrix. We have been able to, I think I've solved it for the wrong question. Question number 4, I was supposed to solve it, but hopefully you'll get it. Question number 4. The wording is, suppose all the cells are adjacent to it. So let me just engage in the processing again. 4 5 6 7 8 9 3 4 5 9 8 7 7 6 5 9 2 3 3 5 7 and 9. This will ensure that everything is done. How many digits did I need? I needed 9 digits, and this will be the final answer to my question. I'm sorry I solved in the setup for question 3, I solved the entire thing, but still, hopefully the reasoning was clear to you.